Namaste and welcome. I'm Vraja from Healing with Ayurveda, and today we're going to do a little bit of cooking. I promise it'll be easy. We're going to be making Bliss Balls, and they're a little yogi treat that we make especially for meditation and yoga classes. I like to make them. It's something that's a little bit sweet, a little bit blissful without being too naughty. Most of the things I would think most people would generally have in their cupboard, but if not, they don't cost all that much, and it is something that you would use, I promise. Okay, so getting started. First of all, we have 2.5 cups of dates. Now, they don't look very appealing, but I have pre-boiled them in the pot that's just on the stove there. I'll just show you the size. It's not overly big. Just fill it up with enough water so that it's got quite enough water in there to be able to boil. And once they get to a point that they're soft enough to either mash with a fork or a potato masher, then you just do exactly what I did and mash them in a bowl so that all of our other ingredients can go in. And next we have 1 cup of shredded coconut. So I get the quite fine one because I just feel that it goes better when you're rolling them to have something quite fine. And 2/3 of a cup of carob powder. I do buy an organic one, but I think mainly because I feel that, you know, you're making this for your family and loved ones and it doesn't cost that much extra. And we hear all the stories about the cacao, or the carob. And then we do 1 cup of almond meal. Now, if you make your own almond milk, you would know that you soak your almonds and then blend them and then drain them. And generally what is left, that pulp is thrown out. But what you can do is next time you use the oven, lay it out on a baking tray and dry it out and then grind it or put it through the Vitamix and you can make your own almond meal. So it's much less expensive and you're not wasting either. So next we mix all of that up, give it a good mix. This is a messy one, I have to say. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. You can start with your spoon, but you will have to get your hands in there sooner or later. So just give that a good mix. There are more ingredients, but there is a reason that I'm doing it in this order, I promise. Make sure your hands are nice and clean and you're not wearing any rings. Because even if you were very clean under your rings, you would end up very dirty by the time you finish all of this. Okay, well, it's coming together now. So I'll just show you, we're kind of getting to that kind of consistency, but we've got some more to go in there now. So you can put in 1/2 cup of puffed rice. It's kind of like rice bubbles, I guess. And I just get them from the health food shop, but I use them as a snack as well, so they go down really well. And if you've got tahini, which we don't today, you can use a tablespoon and it just gives it a little bit of a nutty flavour. It's actually made of sesame seeds, but I'm using a little bit of peppermint oil, just a few drops in there. Really does make it quite nice if you use a little bit of that. And then we mix that all through and we're just about at the point that we'll be needing our hands. Okay. Beautiful, it's all coming together now. It is a little bit messy and you'll get it on the counter. That's why I'm wearing an apron, because I'm a bit of a messy cook. I also end up with every bowl and every measuring cup dirty in the house as well. So just pre-warning you what to expect there. Oh, it's already on the counter. There we go. Now, when you get to this point, you may decide that the mixture's not the right consistency for you. You might like more of the puffed rice. You might like a bit more tahini, but it really is up to you and what you like. But after you've tried it a few times, you'll get to know what you like. Okay, the next thing is, I just use a small bowl for this, and you have some extra shredded coconut. And this is why I like the small bowl, because it actually does, when you put it out, when you roll it, it comes up quite nicely with the small coconut. If you get the desiccated coconut, that's the bigger pieces that kind of sticks everywhere and it's not as aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so I've got my sink ready to go there. Okay, so all we do is we get some little bits that we roll into balls. It's about that size, but you can make them however you like, and then you just drop them in and roll them in the coconut, which makes them like that. I'll just do a few for you here. You know, I've got some friends that say, make me the bigger ones. So it really just does come down to a matter of preference when it comes to size. I actually haven't given this group these treats before, so seeing as how I don't know that if they'll like them or not, I just thought I'd make some smaller ones, so this size. And then if they don't like them, it's not such a big deal. You know, they don't feel bad for not having eaten. Not that it bothers me, you know, you don't know until you try, but sometimes we all know that it can be uncomfortable when you try something and you're like, I don't really want to eat the whole thing. So I just like to give people that option so that they can opt out if they're not really keen on it. The good thing about this is that it's really coconut or shredded coconut, dates, which is natural sugar, carob powder, almond meal, puffed rice, tahini, and peppermint oil. So when you consider, that's actually not too bad coming from a sweet treat point of view. You're not eating anything that's too sugary, and it also works out to be a nice treat for whoever you're giving it to. I generally make these for, as I said, yoga classes and meditation classes, but if we have a morning tea at work, I like to make them for that as well. For people who haven't been for a while, or for people that have got a lot of allergies and can't eat processed food. Like, I'm on the path to trying not to eat as much processed food, which I know I'm not perfect, I never will be, but I'm trying, but it's not always easy, especially, you know, sometimes it'll get to that time of night and you just think, oh, a cup of herbal tea and a little something. But a little something is not necessarily all that good for you. So this is actually a pretty good option, I feel. So you can have this and it's not going to cause you too much grief. I just would say if anyone's got any nut allergies to watch out, because that almond might be a problem for them, but as long as they're okay with almonds, then you're pretty good to go. So I will show you the finished product. Those are the ones I've made just then. So really quick and easy. Once you've got the dates boiled, it really doesn't take very long. And I still have lots of mixture left, like there's lots. So apparently you can freeze them. I've never had them so long that you could freeze them. And apparently they last for a week in the fridge, but the same thing, they've never lasted that long. So whatever we don't have tomorrow night at meditation, I will just take to work the next day and we'll keep a couple for ourselves. But basically it's not going to last a week and it's not going to go in the freezer. So send me some photos. Let me know what you think of the Bliss Balls and if you like them. If you've got some other alternatives that you put in there, please let me know that as well. And I look forward to joining you next time for Cooking with Raja.